Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the musical artist Junior Dread. Hey, Junior, how are you, man?
Hail up. It's great to be here. Great to connect. Sending blessings to everyone. Yeah,
Thanks so
guys.
much, Junior, man. I really appreciate you, bud, and looking forward to sharing your journey as an artist and also your music. So I was wondering if we could tune into your track now, Desperation, and share it with our audience.
Yeah, this is the last tune I released with the Evidence Music, the label from Switzerland. I hope you all enjoy it.
Excellent. All right, everyone, let's tune in now to Junior Dread with Desperation.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Yeah, evidence music. Your desperation, right to the part we have faced this illusion. You know that love is the only solution. Jack device straight to overcome tribulation. Oh, what a tragic to see the youths them in the ghetto where them mad take. Cause they don't know about Babylon logic. That politicians spread it like a fact check. I can't stand it. Look on the TV and them a pose and talk like them a love we. But in a real life them a try kill we. You got to read the signs. It's your truth they can't hide. Your desperation. Run to the world we have faced this illusion. You know that love is the only solution. Jack device straight to overcome tribulation. Who don't know them I go feel? Your love is real. I can't stand still. Yeah.
Hey, Junior, blessed love, man. That is beautiful. Thank you,
I,
brother. I appreciate sharing your music. And now will you tell me, where are you from and how did you get involved in becoming a musical artist?
I was born in Brazil, still living here,
Uh-huh,
Brazil,
Brazil.
South America. And born here, we are in a third world country, we have a lot of, social problems. And I was born in a place where they call favela. It's like a slum
Uh-huh.
here, right? A very poor area. But when I was a kid, I had this scholarship, on a good school. And I was studying with rich people. And back then it was a very hard time,
Right.
being born in the favela and deal with all you know the negative things, about being poor. And yeah, so I found music, and music gave me the energy to overcome those negative aspects of life, so in a time, it just became like a natural thing for me to listen to it and trying to translate the lyrics, because in Brazil we don't speak English,
Right.
it's Portuguese, and
Portuguese.
you don't have a proper education at school. So if you want to learn English or other language, you have to study by yourself. So I start to study through the dictionary, getting the lyrics from the albums. And when I listened to Bob Marley singing, it was like the same thing that the the pastor was saying on church,
Yes, man. Yes,
but it's
brother.
different, it's like a real life,
Yeah.
because it no matter if you just go at church and you don't have love for people, you don't humble yourself. So it's like the message of the music just hit me, and it gave me the energy that I needed to really overcome the barriers. So I just start to listen, and then I start writing all the negative things that I have to deal with. I transform it, in music. So after a time, I was just singing. If I was walking on the street, I was singing. If I,
Yes,
everything.
man.
And the people, yo, Dread, yeah, man, you sing nice, just, yeah. You understand? It just came natural. And then after I left this school because they end up because I started to grow my dreadlocks, you know,
Yeah.
and it was like a Baptist
Didn't
school.
like that. Yeah.
And they don't like it.
Don't
So
like
they take off the scholarship. So
Right.
no, you want to be a Rasta, you can have this type of air. We don't want this type of behavior here. So they dropped me out of school, and I have to study near on my area, on my neighborhood. And there I met those guys who are starting to play a band, reggae music. And I just joined the band. We released an album, and a big band from Brazil listened to the album and say, yo, we need to help,
Right.
these youth.
Want to get
So they
behind you
took
guys.
us, so they took us to their label, and then we start to open their shows all over Brazil. So I was 18 back then, and I was just traveling Brazil. So one time I was in the slum,
Yeah.
and then other time I was just on a big bus, big stage, 2,000, 5,000 people. But we always keep it humble, because it's not myself. You understand?
Yes.
Me, I understand that just like people like Bob Marley and other artists inspired me, I feel honored to inspire other people. So it's just like a cycle,
Yes, man.
So we give thanks to be here and be able to tell the story. And I hope it inspire people that if you're feeling bad now, if you have some, something negative, believe in yourself, do your best, be inspired with those people that come,
Yes.
before you, and get the energy to overcome.
Dread, this is so inspiring, buddy. I got to tell you what, there's a few things in your story that I found so remarkable. I mean, first of all, you kind of rose up in out of adversity and seeing a lot of strife and struggle, and then to all of a sudden to win your scholarship, to be kind of among more affluent, maybe less kind of connected to that understanding, and so I'm sure it made you feel foreign, you know what I mean? You're kind of an outcast in a way, and then to basically have the passion and desire to want to learn English, but also to express your art, to be Rasta, and to do what it is that you are being called to do. It's a soul's calling, brother, and it's something that it's such a blessing. And it's so authentic and real. People can recognize and respond to you in that way. And just like Bob Marley, whom I love and is a prophet, and you're right, he had this relatable way to express these positive vibrations and relationships with the Almighty that was much more friendly and welcoming and loving perspective than maybe what most of us experience in growing up in religions that were very, scary.
Yeah.
Right. And so at any rate, man, I love hearing your story. And also that now, your passion for the art, is expanding, you're being supported. It's really cool, man. So listen, what other artists, I mean, you mentioned Bob, were there other artists that you also were inspired by, maybe when you were a kid or even in your early teens?
Well, from Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Peter Tosh, Gladiators, all of those Jamaican artists,
yes,
but we have in Brazil, George Ben, another big artist in Brazil. He have a lot of songs that buzz all over the world. And, I always like the music that carries this energy, something like mystical, something, that not just singing. You can sing about love and everything, just life and party, but I like the music with a meaning, even if it's love, it's like something real. So
right, exactly. And that's also really relatable because there's struggle in this human experience, but there's also this immense joy when there's interruption, and when you kind of break through whatever that adversity might have been. So that's really coming through in your music because you're feeling that, man. It's almost like you're a channel of this energy, just like Bob is a channel too. And I think everyone has this spark of divinity. Everyone has a spark of divinity that needs to be awakened, as you say, right?
Yeah, because I think that people must be inspired, because when we look to the TV, they say that you must have this type of life, you know. You must drive this type of car, you have this type of
Oh,
job. And
yeah.
people lost their dreams, you know, because they must find out what their true inspiration, you know, like aspiration, like what they really want to be in life, you know. And it's like, it's not, you know, I know that, you know, it's been a long journey. Nowadays I'm really better. I don't strive for nothing right now. I have my kids, I have my house, I'm able to travel the world. But even after all of that, it all means nothing if myself is not balanced within myself. You understand? We look to the
I do.
material things, we look to things that are outside us, but it's all about us. We must know that we are able to do whatever we want, whatever we can. It's not easy, right?
That's right.
But
It's
that's
hard work.
life. That's just the seasons, you know. You have the seasons, you have the spring, you have the summer, you have the, you understand? You understand? So yeah,
Dread,
you
I
must
love it,
connect to the
man.
flow, you know.
Listen,
Yeah,
you're a kindred spirit to me, man, because I feel all these things. I really appreciate it. I really feel like, in a way, you're talking about your soul being at home. And that's aligning with, whatever it is you truly want, and going toward that, and
yeah,
whatever comes as a result is also a blessing. If you start considering yourself eternal, bring heaven here now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, you can do that, man. You have that power, and people see it and recognize it in you too, because you become lighter and lighter. And we can walk on air if we want to. I'm not trying to discount all the suffering and reality that is difficult in the human experience, but how you feel a lot of times is how it's up to you, man. It's what
yeah.
you are concentrating on. and and that's a gift and a trick that I think everyone should learn.
Yeah, that's the mission. Like, you know, right now, like I was born, you know, on a slum. So I have family, I have friends, and my life help them, you know, to see themselves. Because some people don't want to travel the world. Some people don't want to be rich.
Right.
You understand? Some
Yep.
people just want to have their simple life, and that's perfect. And that's great, you know. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
Well,
So, but once you find out that, you know, what I want, how I see myself in a couple of years, how I see myself achieving the goals that I set for me. You understand? You must have this thing. And when we start to speak about those things, we connect. Like you feel it because it's inside everyone's, like our soul, you know, our spirit are waiting for that, you know, to be awakened. And it's not me, just, you know, you understand? Today
yes.
I'm talking to you. Tomorrow is you talking to somebody. And it goes on and on, you know.
Yes, it's
So
blessings, man. And it's because everything is moving. Everything cosmically is in motion. And a lot of times we separate ourselves from that motion of nature and all that is, which is the eternal almighty. And so to connect to that, to recognizing you're part of this motion, there's so many possibilities that you have that you may not be realizing. So expand the imagination to consider what is possible, and it truly is. So at any rate, it takes practice, hard work, and dedication. But I think your older self now would talk to your younger self and be that there were some rough spots, but there was
yeah,
also so many times when you rose above, when you showed up. And that's what it's about, showing up. So anyway, Junior, I really love sharing these ideas. What are you working on
respect.
now? What are you and the band doing now?
Well, right now, Tuesday, I'm heading for my second US tour.
Nice.
I'm gonna perform. Yeah, I'm gonna perform at World Sun Power Festival, a big festival at Minneapolis,
Uh-huh.
with big artists from the dub scene, reggae scene. People like Michael Rose from Jamaica, Turbulence.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna perform alongside the legend Scientist and
Uh-huh.
Johnny
Nice.
Osborne from Jamaica. Yeah,
Yes,
like
right.
big.
That's gonna be,
Yeah,
yeah.
it will be my first time with them. We are working on some singles with
Uh-huh.
Scientists. You know, I have some other singles because I work with different producers all over the world. Because that's the magical thing about the technology nowadays.
I
You are
know.
there, I am here, and we still connect in a real real vibe, you understand? Because it all depends on how you vibrate. You can set it as a superficial thing where you just look for likes and pause, and or
Right.
you just can connect with the right people. It's up to you, you understand? So I give thanks because I'm doing this work with different labels, and we got this tour from 13 August till September 27.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be in US touring.
That's
So I'm about to get the dates, but we got a show at New Orleans, Miami, I think California. I just don't know if it's Los Angeles or Santa Barbara. But anyway, I'm gonna send you the dates.
no, I know. I want to know, especially if it's in the LA Santa Barbara DMA. I'm going. Okay. So
Yeah.
I want to see you, Junior Dread, in person play, but I love tuning into what you have also digitally. So tell me, how do you promote yourself on the social medias? Where are you? What are some of your handles?
Well, I have my official website,
Uh-huh.
juniordread.com.br from Brazil, right?
Yeah,
My
Brazil.
official. There you can find the download from the songs. You can find the shows, all the agenda. You can contact me. Right now, I'm on this agency from US. It's called Earth Dance Global.
Uh-huh.
It's an agency that is based in Hawaii, and they do a lot of festivals, electronic music, dub music, reggae music, and they are supporting this tour. And at my website, you can link with them if you want to book a session, a show or anything. And I'm also at the Instagram, Junior Dread BR, and I'm there.
Hey, Junior, I was also interested as well at your site. You're a musical artist, but you're also a visual artist too, aren't you? Tell me about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just another thing that just came natural because as a kid, my father liked to draw, and I'm just trying, and it looks good. It's another way to express myself, and you can find some arts at my website. For the next year, we are planning to release an NFT project, right?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Because here in Brazil, I do a lot of social works, with the youths. We have like a foundation here. It's like a big house where we host different type of events for kids and the youths,
That's
helping them to learn some kind of not just music but art. It's a nice place, where if like you have this show, right, this radio show. If
yeah.
you come here to Brazil to visit me, and you can come to the project and just talk with the youths
That'd
like
be
for
my
an hour,
blessing.
inspire them,
Yeah.
and this project is a nice project. I'm gonna send you the links too.
Please do.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's just a natural way that the art, the music connect, and we try to just inspire the people with what we have. So yeah,
Oh
it's
man,
good.
that is great. You hit them with music, and then you also share these, passions for visual arts and other kinds of mediums for art. You know, Inspiring that creativity in the youth is so important because their imaginations are flowing unleashed at that moment, in those moments. They haven't been conditioned to the extent in which we have. And so it's great to instill in them the joy and opportunity of expressing themselves through creativity and art, man. It's really
Yeah, and it goes to every stage of life. You can use it, even if you're a doctor or if you're an engineer. You understand? You don't have to do music just to be a professional musician. You understand? You don't have
yeah,
to do art for being like a big artist. You just do it because it's our soul express,
that's right.
different kind of feelings, things that
Yeah.
we have to put it out in a way that can, just let it out.
Absolutely, brother. Okay, well, listen, we're also going to encourage everyone to tune into the links that you recommended at your site for your visual arts, and then also for the event teaching that you do with your youth. So we'll look forward to that.
Yeah,
Cool.
link up.
Excellent, man. Well, I got to tell you what,
Yeah.
and it's great that you have your own site, Junior Dread, because that's where you want to kind of have everyone congregate initially, but some of the other platforms will help to populate your own site and drive people there, including, we're really happy that you're actually going to be on the FENIX360 app coming up here soon. And we're looking forward to following your progress. So I want everyone to tune in to the social media links you find below our interview today for Junior Dread, and look for him rising on FENIX360. And brother, it is so cool to meet with you. And I love your perspective. I know that your music is going to expand worldwide.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
And today has been my esteemed pleasure, man. I appreciate connecting with you. Blessings, brother.
Yeah, it's a joy, you know. And this 360 app, I think it's gonna help not just me, but all those artists that needs to promote their music beside the, you know, the main media. Because nowadays it's all about connect with the people, you know. I think the biggest barrier for us as artists is to find a way to connect with the people, because, you know, where it's so much propaganda, too much, you know.
I know, man.
So that's great.
Hey, listen,
You can find me there.
thank you so much. And it's true. FENIX360 is a place where artists can basically collect, and then fans can, in essence, be able to engage with them in a more direct way. And, you know, for the beauty of expanding art and artists, and making it more viable for you to be to live with your art and to be able to continue that art. So thank you for understanding that and being part of it, Junior Dread. And thanks for visiting with me today, brother. You take good care.
Yeah, it's a joy. You know, you have a great
I'll see you when you're out here in California, man.
Okay, I hope so, bro.
Respect, my brother.
Respect.
Lord, we can manifest all the things that we dream. Yeah, we can manifest all the things that we dream. Yeah, you got to be thankful. We must be peaceful. No one can stop you. Jah come fi protect you. Your heart must be grateful, humble and faithful. If they trust stop you, Jah gonna bless you, so we can manifest all the things that we dream. Yeah, we can manifest all the things that we dream. Yeah, some a live their life like them are heartless, while the ghetto youths can find no justice. Leaders of this world.